Welcome. This fourth video is titled, Power is the Wrong Question. When Christians argue about men and women, authority and equality, leadership and submission, the debate almost always revolves around one central concern. Power. Who has it? Who should have it? How it should be exercised? How it should be restrained? Or how it should be dismantled? Both hierarchical complementarianism and egalitarianism treat power as the decisive category. They disagree about conclusions, but they agree about the question. That agreement is the real problem. Because Paul is not asking power questions. Power becomes the dominant concern only after something else has already gone wrong. To see this, we need to remember where power enters the biblical story. Genesis 1 and 2 do not describe power relations. They describe relational origin. Life flows from God. Woman comes from man. Man is incomplete without woman. Together they are oriented toward union. No one is managing anyone. No one is protecting themselves from the other. No one is calculating risk. Relational order does not depend on power, and gift does not require control. Power is unnecessary because trust has not yet collapsed. Genesis 3 changes that. Once relational trust is broken, power rushes in to fill the vacuum. Self-giving becomes domination. Difference becomes threat. Order becomes power struggle. Power is not the structure of creation. It is the symptom of its fracture. And this is the decisive mistake. When Christian theology begins with power as the primary category, it has already accepted Genesis 3 as normative. Hierarchical complementarianism asks, how can power be exercised responsibly? Egalitarianism asks, how can power be neutralized or eliminated? Both questions assume that power is unavoidable. Paul does not share that assumption. Paul does not try to rehabilitate power. He bypasses it. Instead of asking who should control whom, Paul asks, how does redeemed relational life become visible in Christ? That is a different starting point. This is why Paul speaks the way he does. He does not command husbands to rule. He commands them to love. He does not command wives to obey. He speaks of reverent response. He does not issue submission as a weapon. He names it as a shared posture under Christ. These are not power moves. They are relational moves. Paul is not designing a safer power structure. He is restoring a different grammar altogether. Love, not control. Gift, not grasping. Reception, not rivalry. Once this is seen, many things fall into place. Power language keeps surfacing in Christian debates because we keep starting in the wrong place. We assume that without power, relationships will collapse. Paul assumes the opposite. Paul assumes that when Christ-shaped self-giving is restored, power becomes unnecessary. That does not mean abuse magically disappears. It means abuse is judged as a contradiction of the gospel. Power is the wrong question because it is downstream. It only becomes central once relational trust has already been lost. Paul's concern is upstream. He works at the level of origin, posture, and visibility. As long as power remains the organizing category, Paul will continue to be misheard. In the next video, we'll look at why Paul is not managing the fall at all, and why that changes how we read his ethics from the ground up.